So I ended up getting pregnant with my son. The guy that I got pregnant by, he was a bum. He's still a bum to this day. I ended up going back to New Orleans. Now, mind you, I'm emancipated. I can't call no social worker. I have nobody to call at this point. So I asked my friend if I can stay with her. She said, you can stay over here for a night or two, but you can't live with us, Terica. And so I was like, all right. Now, I don't have family and friends that I can go by. So after I stayed with her for a day or two, I ended up going to the Claiborne Bridge. And I slept up under the Claiborne Bridge with my son because I had nowhere else to go. And being up under that bridge scared me because I'm here, but this can't be all there is for me. Like, I don't know at what point I feel like God spoke to me because I would be lying. I just remember looking around at all the homeless people up under the bridge. And no offense to them, but they looked like they belonged there. I did not look like I belonged there. You remember I was selling magazines, making, $3,000 a week. I'm homeless with my son, and we both got on a pair of Jordans. So I remember having like this breakdown because up until this point, nobody could break me. But when I looked at my son, he broke me. Looking at his eyes, knowing that I'm supposed to be the one that's providing for him. I'm supposed to be the one protecting him. I'm supposed to be the one looking out for him, knowing that it was that moment there that broke me to say, you cannot be a victim anymore. Everything that happened to you did happen to you. Don't act like it didn't. You can't change the ugly of what somebody else did to you, but you can change his life. And so at that moment, and I made him a promise up under that bridge. I said, as long as I have air in my lungs, as long as I'm breathing, you will never experience homelessness. You'll never go to foster care. You'll never know what it feels like to be without your mother. Like, I'm making all of these vows to him and I'm crying, but every tear that fell down my face was an actual emotion of what I was feeling and going through at that moment. So tears of anger, tears of rejection, tears of abandonment, tears of frustration, tears of loneliness, tears. I had so many tears that was coming down my face, dropping on my son Tyreek. But as these tears are falling, I'm realizing that it's gonna be on me to get us out of this right now. Because the dude I got pregnant with was a bum, right? So I end up getting myself from up under that bridge by, this is faith. I didn't know what faith was at this time, y'all. So I'm not using these words like I was using back then. My actions was all I had to move on. My actions now today, as I look back, is showing me that it was faith that allowed me to do these things, right? So I literally use all of my quarters that I have for a payphone to call ads in the Thrifty Nickel to say, hey, I see you have an apartment for rent. Listen to this. I don't have any money right now. I'm homeless up under this bridge with my son. But if you allow me to stay there for 30 days, I'll give you my entire food stamp card. You can have it. And I kept calling people like, no, we don't want to do that. Like, nobody's going to tell you yes. My last quarter, put it in. Boop. Get in touch with this guy. And he said, come on over, let's talk it out. Now, I didn't know what I was walking into.
Right.
Now, you got to keep in mind, I already got all this trauma. So my guards are naturally up, but I can't stay another night under this bridge because they're going to rape me again. There's a lot of homeless men up under there, and I got a baby. So I got to stay woke. I can't sleep. So I'm running off of no sleep. So I show up at the apartment complex and he said, now talk to me. Tell me your situation. What's going on with you? And mind you, again, I had to walk to that apartment complex. There was no Uber, Lyft, taxi. None of that existed then. So I'm walking up the street with my baby and I meet him and, I tell him my story. I said, look, I'm, homeless right now. I have nowhere to go with me and my baby. I was awarded a state, but they emancipated me and I'm just looking for a roof to put over my child's head. And so he said, look, keep food stamps. I'm gonna let you move in and then we're gonna figure out how you can pay your rent. That was an angel.
Right.
That was a guardian angel. There's no reason why this man should have helped me the way that he did. And so while he did that, I stayed in that apartment for a little while, and then I ended up going back to the magazine business. So going back to the magazine business, I get pregnant again. by the same dude.
No.
Yes, I do. 19 years old. So at 18 years old, I got pregnant with my daughter. 19 years old, I had my daughter. But now I'm back in New Orleans. I took the money I made from the magazine business, and I was able to get a place to stay and be able to put both of my children in there. Now, this is back in 04 when I had her. Right when 2005 come, I'm trying to get on my feet. I'm living in this apartment, and then we have Hurricane Katrina.